Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, January 22nd. We're looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and NQ. And the first thing that should strike you is, for us, a B shape, right? Some long liquidation. Again, healthy. Remember, I thought maybe we'd get some consolidation today inside of the big range that we had on Friday. But we didn't. Actually, we gapped higher. Now we filled the gap. We're 0 for 3 on gaps higher this year. NQ also filled theirs. Righty, however, held their gap. They held their gap, never saw the opening, but guess what? Never got the IB high or low. They end with an afternoon pullback in H and 11 wide. What they did do is put the daily up and the weekly back to balance, which obviously they need to do to get their act in gear. So they did that. NQ goes out 11 wide, and that's it. Okay, all-time high. We go out 11 wide, all-time high, but we're poor at the high in ES, not in SPY, and SPY held their gap by 6 cents. So pretty interesting. So new highs for the Dow, the S&P, and the NQ. Had a good day. The majority, all of it in the morning, except for one trade in the afternoon. There was a couple of trades in the afternoon I wanted to take. We'll go over what happened there. A period in NQ did well initially to get the overnight high, but then when it pulled back again, I got long and pulled back a lot more than I thought and ended up giving that back. So I basically broke even in A period with NQ. Then I got long in B period in ES on a pullback, which ended up paying. NQ, I took a long when B took out A's low, saying, I don't think we'll go trend. Now, I got paid on that, but we did go trend. So then I switched short in C and D and NQ, which I got paid on shorts with the ebb and flow until they stopped the one-time framing down, and then that game was over. And then in E period, I took a short when we got up closer to the 144, simple moving average, and towards the opening, and did well on that. Now, the afternoon came, and I told the room this is what I was looking for. I was looking for either an afternoon rally high to take a short, and or I thought we had a good chance of filling the gap in ES. I said I would fade a new low, and the reason I said I would fade it is because the bears had their chance, I thought, in C and D and couldn't do anything as far as holding trend, which is now 0 for 7 on trend days down. So I thought if we made a new low, it would be a good fade in that, and the same thing in NQ. Well, when NQ came down, I did fade it and did well. That was my long. But even though ES filled the gap, I saw SPY didn't. I didn't take it right away because I thought SPY would come fill it, and I thought ES would come back down a bit. Never happened, so I missed that. But I had a nice long in NQ. Then in I and J at the time, our POC was right there in ES, and it stayed there in NQ. Now, we didn't have an afternoon rally high because L&M took out J's high, but I was looking, I told the room I was looking around between 88 and 90 for a short in ES at that time in J, and in NQ, I was looking around G's high, which is 500, to E's high, which is around 513. Never got to those levels. I never took them. But J did roll over. So did I get picky? I don't want to say I did because, again, I had a reason why I wanted to be short higher because at that time, the POC was right there. As far as destinations go, our upside in SPY, 11 wide at 483.77, and then today's all-time high at 485.22. Today's low is 482.78, and then filling the gap at 482.72, 6 cents. In ES, upside 83.50, 11 wide. Then we have 98.25, which is our all-time high, but also poor. And on the downside, we have today's low of 73.50. And then just a quick glance at our charts. So we have some tech earnings coming out. We have Netflix and Tesla this week, and we have PCE on Friday morning. So here's the weekly. We exploded out of it last week. Continue this week. One time framing up 3 weeks. The weekly's healthy as we make new highs. The daily One time framing up 3 days. Again, healthy. Remember, people keep saying possibly stretched out. But remember, we were in balance here until Friday when we exploded. Remember, we had an inside year until we exploded. So yeah, we might get pullbacks. But this market right now is pretty healthy. All right, so just keep that in mind. Don't try to pick highs. Hope you had a good day trading. Thanks for liking and subscribing to this channel. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.